Hey guys, welcome back to Eric Reacts with episode 2 of The Rookie. And I really enjoyed the season premiere. My favorite characters so far, probably John Nolan, Lucy, the 3 rookies actually. I feel bad for Jackson West. Hopefully he gets over his fear. I actually talked to my friend about it. She thinks that he's actually gone through trauma, whereas I thought he was just scared, never been under gunfire before. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. And everybody hates Bradford, of course. I have no sympathy for him. I don't know what the writers are going to do with him, because he's just so unlikable. Like, what is it they're going to do to make him likable at some point? And same with Sergeant Gray. He's just being really mean to people, or to John, specifically John. See, I'm interested to see how the rookies continue to develop, though. Let's get started. Oh boy.
Everything you hit requires a separate accident report. I know.
Oh no. Oh boy.
So maybe hit fewer things.
Oh my god, it's a bride?
If you jump, you die.
I know. That's why I'm here.
Oh no.
Drawings on Thursday. It's 50 million if you win.
You're kidding.
I have been where you are. I went into a liquor store to buy the biggest bottle of booze I could find, and I left it on the counter. And I bought a lottery ticket instead. It gave me just enough hope, but I don't need it anymore. So I'm giving the hope to you.
Aww. And she slips and falls.
Are you okay?
No.
Oh,
The ticket.
I grabbed the ticket. Oh my god.
Take the win. There'll be plenty of losses to come.
That's nice. There'll be plenty of losses to come. Ooh.
You know, it's funny he didn't tell us he was getting out. He's a tough guy who doesn't need anybody's help.
I like her outfit.
Nope. Smile.
Nice.
Very funny, you guys. Combination to your heart, sir.
3 is the number of opportunities you had to disable runaway bride's car yesterday.
Oh boy.
5.
$21,000 in property damage the city has to pay.
Correct.
If I may, Officer West did not have a protected position from which to fire, so I urged him to stay down while I engaged the suspect.
She protected him.
And you have earned a free pass today. So anything you
What?
need, just ask.
What? That's a little too easy.
You hesitated to hit her car because you spent your life avoiding accidents.
Well, that's true of every rookie.
True, but you've lived longer. Which means those instincts are harder to break.
Ugh.
I don't want to spend every call wondering if you're going to freeze up again. So today, get proactive. Take all the high-risk calls and see how you do. You
What?
better do well.
Do you want to, quiz me or something?
Nope.
She's gonna be frustrated. She wants to learn. She wants to be a good cop.
We're going in.
We are? I mean, hell yeah, we are.
I gave him 20 for meth, and he only gave me 10 bucks worth. The kid I stabbed said this was Fungus's car.
The kid I stabbed?
You stabbed it? Sweet water.
Is this the way to go about it? Really? Really?
Bunch of meter maids.
Bunch of meter maids. That big guy's so mad.
I feel bad for him. I'm the one who got ripped off.
$10 worth?
My Tio's not here and I don't have a car.
You got legs, don't you?
Oh, he's teaching her even now.
Skip it out on the bill?
No, whatever.
Run, food.
Alright. And he gets her food.
First,
Take the prisoner out of the shop.
take off.
Shoes and socks. And now your thumb. Not your thumb. Still not your thumb. Let's try the big one.
An afternoon of traffic stop sounds good right about now.
Who are you and what have you done with Officer Extra Credit?
Yes, that's what we called you back then.
Officer extra credit. Oh. Judgy.
There's duct tape on her wrist.
Oh.
Did you manage to get get an ID from the photo we sent?
I'm sorry, does your rookie think we work for him?
Of course not. He's just highly motivated.
Will you let me know how she's doing? Yeah.
See, at some point, you're going to be faced with a doorway to a very ugly place. Are you going to be a cop in that moment, or are you going to be a guy who's in over his head?
You're escalating the situation. Do not hit that.
More car damage.
Be a lot of paperwork, isn't it?
Nicely done.
I'm sure I'd feel just as invested if I,
Hit a kidnap victim with your car. Oh my God, I hate saying it out loud.
Okay, look. You
Oh man.
want to help everyone. That's why you joined the force. But the hardest thing for any rookie to learn is that we can't. Officer Nolan, the motor pool is considering taking out a hit on you for all the damage you've caused to their vehicles.
Oh boy.
I talked them into a different solution.
Which is he gets a bad car. Old school. Yeah. This car sucks. Yeah. Wow.
What are you doing?
Oh boy.
I'll come check on you later.
We came by on our way to Canvas.
Protocol is key here, Talia. Everything goes through us. You know that.
Okay, what is the problem here? We're all trying to catch the same guy.
Why is your boot talking?
Again with this?
It's all, they think they're better than us.
Yeah.
When you make detective, are you gonna behave like that?
Hell yeah.
What?
But it'll actually be true. Let's ask the neighbors first. Security guys are always nosy.
Eh. Maybe it is the security guy though. Oh god, this car sucks so much.
What about these two girls? You seen them around?
No. Are they okay?
Nolan!
Oh! Wait for her.
I'm going, whether you're in the car with me or not. So
He knows this place inside and out. You can't. Oh boy. Get back up and. Jeez. Oh, this time she's the one doing it. Ooh, unnecessary, unnecessary.
That's enough. He's done.
Ooh.
come to think of it, I think you should be thanking them for rescuing the girl and closing your case.
They're not gonna do that.
Thank you.
Really?
Don't mention it. I've always known that people can be capable of horrible things, but to see it firsthand was...
Can't let it infect you. Look, as a civilian, you can be driven by emotion, but as a cop, you rise above it. It is not your job to punish that man for what he did. Overcoming that impulse will be the hardest thing that you do in this job.
Rudy got some fight in you.
So, think we're good? Or...
Not yet.
No,
Not
we're
yet.
getting there.
You had me assigned to him, didn't you?
Oh.
Everything is a test, Officer Chen. Lucky for you, you passed this one.
You're a pain in my ass.
That's my job. Now get some rest.
Good job today.
So please drive very carefully.
And he's about to. This show is a good blend of action and comedy. Nathan Fillion has always been really good at switching from serious to lighthearted, like really fast. And this show does that really well too. Just look at the opening scene. Like, what a plot twist. The runaway driver was a bride. And then it instantly went from funny to intensely serious and sad. I'm glad she decided to live again. And then it was immediately followed by her falling and hanging over the Hollywood sign, just dangling. Oh man, I wonder how they got her in the end. There really isn't too much to say about the relationship between John and Lucy. I guess they're kind of cute together, but I'm not really invested in their relationship yet beyond not wanting them to get caught. I mean, I don't want them to be miserable if they break up, but I'm not like actively cheering them on as a couple yet. Also, it's hard to believe that a TV show relationship is the end game when they start out together before the show even begins. Outside of that bank scene from episode 1. Angela protected Jackson. Wow, I didn't expect her to do that with the way she came after him at the end of the last episode. I'm surprised there's not training to help officers get over that initial fear of being shot at. The captain still made a note of it, though, most likely looking out for future instances of freezing up. Officer Wrigley has been on this job for 12 years and has never fired his gun. On one hand, I'd actually prefer it if more cops could say that in 12 years they never fired their gun, just because of the amount of violence against innocent people. But on the other hand, his training is not preparing Lucy the way she needs to be prepared, especially in this fictional version of Los Angeles where every cop has like a ton of huge, scary crimes every single day. I mean, that's a little over the top. If you have an issue with what I just said about innocent people being shot and think that we shouldn't try to hold our cops accountable, if you think that they need to prioritize their own safety first and that everybody, like Black Lives Matter, doesn't have the story straight, look up the case of Amadou Diallo. That's Amadou, and then last name Diallo is Diallo. He was running away from the cops, so obviously not a threat, and yet he was shot 41 times in the back. Or look up Charles Kinsey. He was lying on the ground with his hands in the air, begging the police not to shoot, and he still got shot. I mean, I have no patience for people who can't admit there's something wrong with the way police officers are recruited and trained. Just, man. Anyway, on the opposite side, you have Angela, who is purposefully putting Jackson in as much danger as possible to test him. He did well, but I think it's mostly being shot at that he's afraid of. We'll see how he performs the next time he's under fire. I'm rooting for him, though. The last episode made me feel like Bradford was more invested in making life miserable for Lucy than training her, but this episode showed me he cares about helping her, too. The way he goes about it, though, is pretty bad, and I think he's still doing it just for his own satisfaction. How fitting that there's sirens in the background. The meth addict was so dissociated with reality, and she just admits to stabbing a kid. Like, wow. Anyway, I really love those montage scenes where the three rookies are all doing similar things, and it cuts from one to the next to the next. It's really fun. This week was all the rookies processing perps, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Detective Mulder and Paige were instantly unlikable, though Talia says that she'd act just like them when she's a detective. I don't buy it, though. I don't buy it completely. I don't think she'd treat people as if they're beneath her like that. Sergeant Gray was a bit softer in this episode, and he's still concerned enough with John to update him on the kidnapping victim's status. I feel like he'll come around to John at some point because John really is an empathetic person. The downside of that in that job, though, is that it makes every incident harder for him to deal with and process. First with the bride, he's contemplating what would have happened if he's failed to save her. Then with the stabbed kid, and then with the kidnapped woman. He has to rise above those emotions to do his job, something I don't think I could ever do. So it'll be interesting to see how he distances himself. Lucy told John that the hardest thing for any rookie to do is to learn that you can't help everyone. And then the captain said that it wasn't his job to punish that man for what he did, and told John that overcoming that impulse is the hardest thing you can do on the job. So there are a lot of hardest things, and I feel like they'll just keep coming at him. But yeah, that was a great quote from the captain, though. She's mindful of the role that police should play in society. It's their job to help people and protect them, not punish them. Too many cops see it differently. John isn't like that. I think he just lost his head. But there are a lot of cops who abuse their power all the time. I'm not saying it's a high percentage. I don't know how many cops are like that. It's probably a very low percentage, but even one is too many. And it is a result of the way they're recruited and trained. So this has to be fixed. Anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this episode. You weren't too turned off, and maybe you agree with my sentiments about cops. I still enjoy cop shows, obviously, because they are a lot of fun. Yeah, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tune in next week for the next episode, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye, friends.